Happy Sunday, everybody. Ben Thomas here with episode 7 of the Full Gongshow pod. Now, probably just another short episode. We had one come out on Wednesday. I already posted the article. It's about 6:12 p.m. Central Standard Time. I already posted the article. Basically, it's just a trade deadline recap. Nothing too crazy. So this episode not gonna be too crazy. I'm finally realizing that you probably just don't want to hear me sit here and talk about every single game that happened in the NHL. So I'm just gonna run through them, and then we're gonna talk about like big stats from the week. I'm trying to see if that might be a little better. Trying to keep each episode roughly between 30 to 45 minutes, maybe even shorter, about 25, something like that. But yeah, other than that, pretty good weekend. Didn't really do too much. Got a haircut. Well, the people watching on YouTube will see it, but got a haircut and kind of bummed around. Got my graduation gear up, stuff like that. Just getting ready to graduate here in May. Everything like that. So kind of big, but I still got time to talk hockey. Come on, cuz. So let's get right into it. So we'll recap some of the games from Wednesday on because we didn't get to talk about the games on Wednesday. So starting out, we got, we have Toronto defeated New Jersey 3-2. Buffalo took down Pittsburgh in a shootout 4-3. I watched that game. Craig Anderson was lights out in that game. Holy. Shutting down Pittsburgh. They had a lot of great opportunities, but they just weren't able to do anything. Vancouver defeated Colorado 3-1. And Chicago took down Anaheim 4-2. Patrick Kane continues to light it up. Dylan Strome as well. Moving on to Thursday, Boston took down Tampa Bay 3-2. Hampus Lindholm had an assist in the game. At least got his first point as a Bruin in the game. I don't know. He might have had more, but at least got his first point. Florida took down Montreal 4-3. Claude Giroux on Florida Panthers after the trade deadline got his first point with Florida Panthers as well. So all these new guys making impacts. And speaking of another new guy, Dallas took down Carolina 4-3 into a shootout. And Scott Wedgwood, a trade deadline deal I didn't even really mention. He got traded to Dallas to help out their goaltending situation, and he shut the door, taking down one of the best teams in the NHL. Islanders took down Red Wings 5-2. Ottawa took down Winnipeg 5-2 as well. Philly took down St. Louis 5-2. Edmonton took down San Jose 5-2. Minnesota took down Vancouver 3-2 in overtime. Vegas defeated Nashville 6-1. Evgeny Dadonov, after his hectic week, has been lighting it up as of late. Jack Eichel also putting in a lot of points for Vegas. And the Blackhawks took down the Kings 3-2 in a shootout. Patrick Kane had another point night, double point night. DeBrincat with the shootout winner. So solid run from the Hawks here post-trade deadline. Moving on to Friday, though, Washington defeated Buffalo 4-3. Rangers took down Pittsburgh 5-2. Winnipeg took down Columbus 4-3 in overtime. Columbus took down Philly 6-3. And Calgary took down Arizona 4-2. And finally, Saturday, we had Boston taking down the Islanders 6-3. Tampa Bay taking on Detroit 2-1 in overtime. Brian Elliott picking up the win, not Vasilevsky. Brian Elliott picking it up. Vegas stormed back from being down 3-0, heading into the third to defeat the Hawks 5-4 in overtime. Evgeny Dadonov again. That man should have been in Anaheim. Hawks should have won that game. But nevertheless, Vegas took down the Hawks, keep their playoff hopes alive. Dallas lost to Vancouver 4-1. Austin Matthews got his 47th NHL tied for the lead, 47th goal of the year, but Toronto lost 4-2 to Montreal. Jake Allen standing on his head. Florida taking down Ottawa 4-3. Claude Giroux another point in that game. Washington taking down New Jersey 4-3. If you didn't see it, go check out the video after Nicholas Backstrom got his 1,000 point. Everybody threw apples on the ice. It was really kind of funny to see. So check that out. Carolina dismantled St. Louis 7-2. Minnesota, in Marc-Andre Fleury's first start as a Wild, defeated Columbus 3-2 in overtime. The Kings took down Seattle 4-2, and San Jose defeated Anaheim 4-1. And the Battle of Alberta, Edmonton versus Calgary. Calgary defeated Edmonton 9-5. 9-5. Leon Draisaitl tied McDavid for the lead in NHL with his hat trick. He had 3 goals that night. So, nevertheless, a great Battle of Alberta, if you ask me. And then there's a bunch of games today going on right now. So definitely go check out those scores. So that was the run through basically now. So just kind of some big stats this week. A lot of it is just trade deadline guys lighting it up with their new teams. So starting off with Fleury, we talked about he picked up his first win with the Minnesota Wild against the Columbus Blue Jackets. Fleury doing what Fleury does best, shutting the door down, giving up 2 to Columbus, but also shutting the door for Minnesota. They like this move. They get a goaltender. Every time I start this pod, I start yelling. They get their goaltender, hopefully to make a deep playoff run. If you need a guy for a playoff run, Marc-Andre Fleury is the guy. So definitely great move by Minnesota, and it looks like it's going to be paying off. Even though he's in a Blackhawks mask still, but that's not the point. Another guy on a hot start, Taylor Radish, part of that Brandon Hagel blockbuster deal from the Lightning to the Hawks, finally getting his opportunity to play some top minutes. He's playing second-line minutes for the Hawks, and he has been lighting it up. 4 points in his first 5 games. He's playing power play minutes. He's playing alongside Johnny Tays and Dominic Kubalik. He's been having a hot start. He had a 2-point night in his second game with the Hawks. So he's making the most of his opportunity. He's looking like a guy that will fit in this rebuild for years to come. And another guy who's fitting in right away, Andrew Kopp, traded from Winnipeg to the Rangers in a big-time deal. He's lighting it up with the Rangers. 3 points in his first 2 games. Has been electric for him. Has been a great centerpiece for him. Because as we noticed, you need center depth in the NHL to make a run. And the Rangers look like they have that. They've been winning as of late, and he's been a big impact guy for them. So, and obviously, honorable mentions, we talked about Claude Giroux, couple points in his first 2 games with the Florida Panthers. And like I said, Nicholas Backstrom, 1,000 points. OV still lights it up. Austin Matthews and Draisaitl are now tied for the lead in the NHL in goals. And yeah, that's all the stats I have from this week, basically. Nothing too crazy. That's just mainly what the episode I wanted it to be. It's super short. I'm kind of feeling it out, what I kind of want with an episode. So being that this is super short, I might make this a little longer, try to talk about some other certain things. But that's basically all the run through I have for today. Like I said, very sorry it's not a longer show, but like if I had to add some other things, Jake Sanderson, top draft pick from Ottawa, playing at the University of North Dakota. He gets a 3-year contract. A couple other guys getting some entry-level deals with their respective NHL clubs. But other than that, really, there's not too much news going on. The NHL season's kind of wrapping up here shortly. We're going to have a nice little playoff run. So obviously I think I'm going to have more to talk about. But we kind of filled in everything I wanted to talk about on Wednesday's pod. We're going to do some of the scores, talk about some of the players. Trade deadline was big. And like I said, other than that, really nothing else. So that is that for this episode. I'm so sorry, super short, but that's just what it is. So not a whole lot to talk about here today. But like I said, article is up on my website. This will be posted to YouTube and Anchor FM. So make sure to tune in. Tell your friends to tune into the pod and keep watching all the stuff. Would love to keep growing this. I'm probably going to post it real soon, but I just want to kind of get to like 10 episodes. I want people to look at it and be like, damn, all right, he actually has more than just like 1 or 2. So this will be fully released here soon. But nevertheless, I'm Ben Thomas. Thank you for tuning in to Full Gong Show's super short episode. And I will talk to you all again on Wednesday. All right. Have a good week, everybody. Peace.